Jackson now. Got a man. It's Brown. That catch good for 5. It's third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 62 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it, and the best part, they made it pay off.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
57, Mike, 57.
Now Roethlisberger gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Here we go.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Mike 57, Mike 57. Go on. Mike 57.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington, 62 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Jackson rolling to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And now it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 7-7, our score after 1. On second down, Ingram. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Here's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle there to make the grab, and the Ravens have taken the lead. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line. Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
Alpha, 61, matchbox lights. 50 seconds, Mike, 50 seconds.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, Zoo. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Coming to you.
Here's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or in this case, a field goal.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards now with the season over. Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most, that's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They'll run on first down. Ingram churning. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go. 57. Middle. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Alert. Here we go. 57.
Roethlisberger will throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
All right, now.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Box truck.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Hey, Delta.
2nd down and goal. Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 10 yards out. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Check 15. Jungle West. Check 24. Check 24. Hey, alert. Hey. Hey. High 7.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Samuels. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9.
No spacing. Check 48's the mic. Pick me up. Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And Boswell's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Ingram again. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. They go play action here on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Tucker with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
50.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
All right, now, black 20. Hey. Easy. Let's go. Let's go.
On the carry, it's Samuels. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And it's brought in by Washington. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the screen.
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. Minka Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the 1st-round pick out of Alabama.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Snead's got it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, it's Ingram, and he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Here we go.
Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A quick pass out to Juju. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
30. Hey, check Mike 57. Hey, exit. Hey, pick it up. No spacing. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
36. Watch it.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, let's run it.
Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now a give running right is Samuels. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Samuels again. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Boswell's kick is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson, being chased out left. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.